Hey guys, Jen here. I wanted to go over something real quick before I go to work. I didn't want to forget about it. So this is Tiffany Gomas, the woman who is called Crazy Plain Lady. I have a whole new theory, or my own theory, about what happened here. Now, those of you who followed the main channel, Brie and Jen, and those of you who follow any of the live streams, you know I have reiterated over and over and over again that there was some type of deception going on with planes and plane travel. Well, first I would posit that this is not even the same woman that they are citing or showing now. You can tell it's not the same woman because of the makeup job that they do on her. Let me show you real quick. First, you have the darkened outer parts of the nose. That's a makeup trick to make somebody's nose look a different size than it actually is, okay? And I don't know how else to tell you a little bit of my background. I'm an artist. I won a congressional award when I was 15. I've been a makeup artist and a cosmetics manager. I had to learn about all of the ingredients. And I'm not telling you to brag or to say I have authority. It's to build that trust and give you my background and show that I know something about of which I speak with this. Most women, too, will probably tell you this is not the same girl. No way. The one they're showing here also looks older. She just doesn't have the same spirit, which, you know, I know most people won't understand when I say that, but it's not the same woman. It's just not. She was out of the loop for so long, I question where she's at myself. Sometimes I think these things are put on purpose to give us clues as to what's happening. So the first thing that's weird is the black and white. You have the men in black in the black and white. You have the Mormons, missionaries in the black and white. You have the FBI in the black and white. They all have the same quote-unquote costumes or uniforms. Who else has the black and white? You have pilots. And that black and white, all of these groups are also said to be possible Freemasons who like to deceive the world. I'm not going to say if they're good or bad. I don't make blanket statements about groups. I don't like it when it's done to me. There are good and bad in all of us, so there are good and bad in every man-made institution. That's just a fact for now. And look at her words. Look at the words that are being used. That MFer back there isn't real. And then she goes on to say, if you all want to die, that's fine, but I'm not dying today. First of all, if she's saying that about a person, they would have immediately showed that person. It would have been good TV. It would have been a good viral video. They would have immediately shown who she was accusing of this, that, or the other. They don't even show the other angle. The other angle that they're showing, it's not even of the same plane. If you look at the upper compartments where their carry-ons are carried, you'll see that the guy in the green hood, they said was a reptilian or something. He's not even on the same plane. It's not the same video. We need to be vigilant if we're going to watch media at all. If we're going to consume it, we need to understand tricks of the trade first and foremost. We need to understand technology. Supernatural should be the last thing that we hit upon. I try to defrag reality on a spiritual level to maybe bring that sight to other people. But when we are investigating something, when we're testing a hypothesis and to see if it's repeatable, there are certain steps you take first. And the things you cannot see, the supernatural, that is the last thing because we don't even understand the supernatural. So that should be the last thing that we go to when we have no other explanations. I would posit that she was not talking about the person, but the plane itself. She was obviously in the back of the plane, which would be close to the rotors and or the engine and the tail of the plane. If she has ridden in planes before and if she was on a window seat, she would be able to see some of the workings of the plane. I would posit to you she was speaking of the plane itself. She said, if all you want to die, that is very inflammatory speak on a plane, especially after what happened here in America in 2001. So the second somebody says that, they're going to be looking for weapons, somebody making threats. They're going to be on it. Nobody did anything. They're all just sitting there passively. She wasn't talking about an individual. She was talking about the plane. She was citing that some part of the plane was not real, meaning it was going to cause some type of accident and people could perish because of it. This is my theory. It's a hypothesis. I don't have I don't know if this is true, but it seems to me to follow lines of logic, and I know it sounds strange to other people, but I followed lines of logic to get here. I didn't just assume this, okay? I never do that unless it's a message I feel I'm getting from God, from the ether, source, whatever you want to call that. Then I will tell you that. But I believe God wants me to be witnessing in these times and trying to tell people, those who will listen, what I'm seeing. So I brought this to you to show you how I see it, what I'm seeing. What do you think? Do you think this is plausible? I think she was talking about the plane itself. We're going to talk more, too, about the black and white costumes that people wear for their careers here. And again, I really don't trust most people. They can tell me that they have flown and they have seen this and that and the other. Unless I do it for myself, I honestly, anybody could come up here and try to lie to me and say, well, this is how it is. That doesn't mean that's true, guys. Just because somebody says something, just because something's viral or on the internet or in a newspaper, does not make it true. And especially in these times, more often than not, it is not truth. But there are people working here with us. There are others here. There are people who have ascended, spirits who have ascended, who I believe are still here. We just cannot see them. But they are operating with and for us. And I've told you the occasions when I've seen those individuals as well. I love you. Stay strong. Take care of yourselves. And as always, please pray for me as I pray for you guys all the time. I wish you nothing but the best. I pray blessings over everyone who sees and hears this video. And I pray that your health is as good as it can be, and that your spirit gets the quickening that it needs to start ascending to a higher plane of thinking so that we can leave certain ideologies that no longer serve us behind. Have a blessed day, guys.